Alright boys, we're here. We're in the Simpsons. What have you done, mate?
I bagged it out a bit too far. It looks a bit bouncy. Let's see what happens.
It's so spiky. Yeah, full of beauty. What do you think of towing the ST5, mate?
Here we go, just hold it tap.
It's tap.
Hold it tap. Keep going, just hold it,
Just get a rope ready, will you? I'll get your winch out. Morning everybody, welcome to an episode of Patriot Games that is, I want to say 10 years in the making, but the reality is it's about 3 years in the making. I've got something brand new with me on this trip that I feel is, it is my biggest accomplishment ever. It's my company's biggest accomplishment ever, and I think everybody who's been involved with it. And I've obviously, you know, over the 10 years of Patriot Campers, sheet metal was my livelihood. Definitely been my number one priority, but I've learned so much, and I've learned so much of different manufacturing and manufacturing techniques, and the skill sets of all my suppliers, the skill sets of all of my staff. And, you know, since I bought my trophy truck, you know, 3 years ago, I've learned a whole lot about suspension and geometry and how to run a race team and putting all of those things together. And it's just been, I think we've been blessed a little bit that this project has been delayed for the amount of time that it's been delayed, because with me this trip I've got something that I'm so proud of. It's not even funny. I feel like my whole life's work has really led to this moment, this trip. So we're doing a shakedown trip on the brand new Patriot camper ST5. So the ST5 is a reality. We're not that far away from going into production. This is the prototype that I've got with me, this prototype number 3, but this is the first working prototype that I'm actually out here doing functionality testing on and real world testing. We've done all the FEA analysis on everything as we normally do on the chassis and the suspension, and we've reworked it and reworked it and reworked it. Got it to a stage that we're really happy with. So now we're out here just ensuring real world conditions that the trailer does what CAD or the computer says that it can do. And then we want to test a lot of different things. Valving in the shocks is something that you can't do, you can't simulate. You can get it close in simulation, but nothing replaces real world testing. We've got a couple of different sway bars that we're testing here as well, and this is final functionality testing for me. Are the lights in the right position? Are the switches in the right position? Does the bed operate? Does the shower drain in every conditions? All of the little incidentals that I've always been so focused on. You know, it's the little things when it comes to camping that make all of the difference. It's the removal of the steps. You know, it's like I say, you know, to a lot of my team, you know, if I go to your house, do I find the remote control for your TV and the fridge, you know, and the camping experience, the towing experience, and getting out there and exploring, we want to keep that same sort of experience, and we want everything intuitive. I've been watching, you know, during the product shoots, we hired in some talent, some, you know, paid actors and actresses to do that product shoot, and I've really watched the way they interact with the product, the way they open and close things and access. Like, you know, for example, we had at the back door, I said to the young girl, Matilda, darling, just go inside and get into the bed. I really want to see how she reacts and interacts with that product. And these are the things that I do behind the scenes, and this is my job at Patriot Campers. So look, with me, you know, for this trip, I've obviously got my two main men with me, Christian and Ashton, are behind me. I'm in Sarah's new GR, her 300 series. I'm towing the X2. I've actually towed the ST5 all the way out here. I want to see how it feels behind a standard vehicle, and this thing is bog stock standard. It's just got a set of wheels and tyres on it. And my boys are in their truck now. You know, I think everybody knows I gave them that truck for their 17th birthday. Well, it's our truck. It's mine, Christian's and Ashton's. Let's get them on channel and see how they're travelling. Okay, boys, you copy? How we going back there?
Good, mate, good.
What do you think you're towing the ST5, mate?
This thing actually tows really well.
The black truck's towing all good?
Yep.
Yep, good.
Big dog, you there, mate?
Hello, buddy.
Hello, Betty. How you feeling? You a little bit tired?
Yeah, I was tired, but now I'm feeling all good. The sun's up, so how's that X2 going?
Mate, honestly, like legit, I know it's the Patriot cliche, you don't even know it's there. Like unhooking the ST5 this morning and then hooking this thing up, just, mate, I can't even feel it.
Yeah, oh, that is awesome.
It's a good bit of gear, eh? So I was just saying, and I was just telling everybody that for this trip, that you boys are going to be towing the ST5 in the black truck. You excited to drag that thing across the Simpson or what?
Well, I think that this is one of the coolest setups that the black truck has had behind it, so we are very keen.
Mate, 100%, but unfortunately, I'm living in the ST5, you guys are living in the X2, right?
Yeah, we're definitely jealous about that. If that's all good, I will have our time.
Well, obviously the Ram's behind us. I haven't spoken about the Ram. The camera crew are driving the Ram for this trip, carrying all the spare parts. All right, boys, well, we're 350 k's out to Birdsville, so we'll get into Birdsville. Let's get fueled up, pick up those last supplies, and let's get in the desert, eh?
No one tests like we do. The Supertourer ST5 is about to be towed across the only place in the world that could truly test the capability of Patriot's latest model. And Justin's heading up an R&D convoy with his two best mates, his sons, Christian, Ashton, and an old friend, the mighty black truck. The crew are on their way to Birdsville, where they'll perform one of the many testing inspections on the ST5 before attempting to drag it across the desert. But it's so far so good, for the ST5 at least.
What have you done, mate?
I bagged it out a bit too far.
Yeah, right. What are you doing? You're running like 2 pounds.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah, good. Oh, you can hear it too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a beauty.
Very nice.
Well, we're like 80k out of Birdsville.
Yep, haven't even gotten there yet.
Haven't even gotten there yet, so yeah. This is the reason why you have to carry 56 spare tyres with you. Hey.
Yep.
Yeah?
Absolutely.
Well, at least you got another one. You got that puncture repair kit though, eh?
Yeah, it should be on like a nail or something.
So repair number 1, this is where we're more prepared this trip, I think, than we've ever been. I'll show you guys through a little bit later on what we've got on board. We've got welders on board this trip. We got spare arms for this. We got probably every spare part that you can possibly think of. That whole back of that Ram is full to the brim of space cases for spare parts. So we're super prepared for this trip, and that's all part of the testing with the ST5. So we'll get this sorted out. We'll see if we can patch it. If we can't patch it, obviously we've got 2 spares on the back. Chuck the thing on. Not a big deal. Sticker's got to come off.
Since the tyre is so bagged up, I can't actually get the jack under the diff, so just gotta try and air it up, just so there's enough in it to get some air in, to get the jack under the diff.
You've been running it flat for a bit, mate.
Yeah. right there. You can get 8 in. I think that we should just change it.
Let's
and
change
if
it.
it really it comes to it, we can fix it.
That's a beauty. Something's just gone straight through it.
There
Eh?
it is. Very nice. It's a good get.
Right, I'll help you, brother. Do you want to touch that up? We got this new fancy pants tyre repair kit. Oh, it was Dan McKenzie from Kaminsky's Garage. So it's got your standard plugs, but then it's got like sidewall patches as well.
Yeah, so it's got all these different size patches, and then it's just got some glue and then some accelerator and some sandpaper even, if you sand it down. Yeah, I like if it comes to it, we're good with that now.
We've been on the dirt for like 200 k's. You're breaking it already, boys.
Birdsville is the gateway to the Simpson, and this historical Queensland town, home to just over 100 people, it's the very definition of outback Australia. And it's the Patriot Convoy's last look at civilization before the endless red dunes and purple sunsets of the epic Simpson Desert.
Welcome to Birdsville, boys.
We are finally here.
Oh, do you think we should get a little beer?
Oh, just a cheeky one, surely.
Not just yet. We've got a little bit of work to do. What I'm thinking is, I think we'll head over to the caravan park and let's do a full inspection on that trailer. Let's tear it all apart, inspect everything. What have we done now? So it's 2,000 kilometres. Let's check how everything's holding up.
And then we have the beer after that.
Oh, hang on, wrong turn. Caravan park's over this way, mate.
Yes.
Well, I'm driving back past the pub now and my mouth's watering.
Yeah, keen.
You'll have to earn that stool at the Birdsville pub, boys. Or maybe a desert camp and a Simpson sunset is a better place for a can.
Morning, we're at the Birdsville Roadhouse. Really good opportunity to talk about Brown Davis long range fuel tanks. Now, the last time I was in the Simpson, I had to call Simpson Recovery to carry the fuel, diesel, all the way up to the Simpson Desert and drop it off, and it cost me about $1,800 for them to drop off 40 litres of fuel. So, to combat that problem this year, in the big 2500, I've got Brown Davis's new 220 litre replacement tank. They make a couple of different tanks for the 2500, but for this one I've opted for standard. They come with 117 litres from the factory. I've put a 220 litre tank on this. The range on this for a normal person driving it with this tank, factory, you'll get about 800 kilometres. With this tank here, you get about 1,500 kilometres. You can also put another auxiliary fuel tank. So you can put a fuel tank in the back where the spare wheel well is. I've got another plan for the spare wheel well. I think 220 litres is enough for me. If you're travelling to remote locations, like out here at Birdsville, middle of nowhere, helps a long way away and it's very expensive. Get on a long range fuel tank. It's something that's essential for any touring rig. All right, so let's have a little bit of a bet. Big dog, come in here. How much fuel do you reckon the 2500 should?
The black truck did 55, so I'd say...
Litres?
Yeah, so I'd say this one's going to be like 50.
How many litres do you reckon I'd shoot on that trip? Quick. 45.
50.
55, I'm going to say. Oh, 61. Boom. Always winning. All right, boys, we're here. Little Red.
We're in the Simpson.
Look at that.
All right, what's the plan for this trip? You keen to lead the way?
Up to you, mate. Oh, mine.
Nah, I reckon you can lead us through on this one, mate, eh?
Easy, uncopied that.
I want to watch that ST5, mate, so I want to see the thing what kind of bounce around beside me. How you going, boys?
Yeah, good mate. How you going? Yeah, how you going? Oh yeah, mate. Oh.
How you going? That's a nice big truck there, mate, eh?
Simpson, mate, a big touring rig, 79s.
How many freaking tyres have you guys got there? Why do you need so many tyres?
Oh, like a little bit of tyres, mate. Like, you never know what's going to happen.
Don't say it. Don't say it. Camera's a roller. Okay, but there's a little inside joke going on. But anyway, whatever. I'm keen to see how this ST5 goes.
Yep.
Yeah? So I want to follow it. I want to see how the suspension kind of rolls and all that sort of stuff.
Okay.
So you boys, you can lead this convoy. Yeah? All right?
Yep, that's too easy.
I don't think we attempt Big Red tonight. That sun's just about to set. Nah, forget about it. Let's
Way out, maybe.
on the way back. Yeah, let's run it on the way back. So let's just get around it. Let's find a camp, set up a camp. I'm frothing for a beer.
Yeah, done.
All right, so the GR, twin factory lockers. I need to figure out how all this stuff works. I've only driven one once in the high country, Dards. So, center diff lock. Oh, that sun is brutal. Twins are twin locked, running some big tyres there. Let's see how the ST5 goes up here. I'm really, really curious to see how this thing goes. This is the best part about what we do. Look, what we said 10 years ago, no one tests what we do. Now this one, you're not going to see us doing any out of control stuff this trip, maybe towards the end of it. Just want to ease into it, get used to it. I feel like I'm back in Cape York in 2014 when I had my first X1 on the back. I was just so, I'll never forget, I was so scared that whole trip. I was freaking out that whole trip. What if it breaks? What if it doesn't work? And all that, and I'm feeling all that emotion going through me again. But let's get into it. We're in the desert. This is going to be awesome.
Stuck behind those jeans and the sun's out of your eyes. Oh, no, it's lovely. Sand, yes. That truck's eating it, mate. She loves it. Oh, we're in
How's
there.
that feeling, Yowie? Can you feel that extra weight?
Too easy, mate. Too easy.
What's the weight feel like? We've never taken anything that big and it's still tiny.
Yeah, so far it feels good. Obviously, that wasn't a very hard dune, so I guess we'll just have to find out, eh?
Put on the scales before you left, full of water. I think you were coming in at just on 1900. So what do you reckon? We've probably got 200 kilos of gear in there. So you might be about 2.1 ton, something like that in the trailer.
Yeah, which is definitely the heaviest Patriot that we towed.
Yeah, oh man, 100%. It definitely is, but it's still super light for what it is.
Well, if you want all of those creature comforts, like you just kind of do have to accept a bit more.
Yeah, 100%. Now the ST5's running air conditioning, 460 amp hours, lithium battery, diesel hot water system, diesel heater. It's also got a backup electric heater, which is the reverse cycle of the air conditioning. And if you've seen inside it, like the fit out, we've concentrated on every single thing that we can, keeping it as light as possible. And I think it's unbelievable what we've achieved with that. It's got we're looking at a 2650 ATM, 2.65 ton, and it's coming in at about a 1700 kilos in tear weight, which means that you've got just under a ton of payload in there. Even if you consider 250 litres of water on board, take that out of the equation, you've still got 700 kilos of payload in that thing. So I mean, you couldn't put 700 kilos of gear in it. So it's going to do the right thing for a lot of people, I think.
Big Red is famous for its sunsets and notorious for the track up it. And Little Red is just as daunting. Part of the same dune, it's the first of more than 1,000 parallel dunes that corrugate the Simpson Desert. The cameras and its name don't do Little Red justice. The tracks are all chewed up from the recent Big Red Bash, and although Justin's keen to tackle the dunes for testing, for tonight they're just trying to get to camp. But that might be easier said than done.
All right, buddy, give it a hit. Let's go.
This is about
Come on, baby. Yeah, that feels all the right gear, bro.
baby. Come on. Go, you good thing. Come on, darling. Get there. Get there. Oh, she's moving. Get there, come on. Don't do it. No.
Oh, are you kidding?
Right at the top. I doubt I can get around. Let's give us a little tuggy.
Do you want me to come around and give you a pull?
I'll just ask Ash. Ash, is that a track? Yep, so where we are at the top, there's a track to the left.
All right, coming.
Benchmarking tracks and dunes in different cars towing different weight give the boys a proper idea about how the ST5 is reacting to the sandy tracks. The twin-locked 300 series towing the 850 kilogram X2N should at least provide a decent benchmark for how the ST5 has fared.
No. Nope. Softer than it looks, eh? Wow. Yanni, you done good with that thing.
I could probably echo down.
I've got to get up this anyway, mate. Like, I've still got to get up there. That's actually really disappointing. I'm actually really disappointed with
Check
that.
your lane diversion thing isn't actually on.
Your assist active. How do I turn that off? Oh, there we go. I had traction control on. Christian?
Nailed it. On that, mate. She is not doing it.
Really? I'm down at 18 pounds too, eh?
Ah, look at us. We're in the Simpson Desert. It's looking beautiful, mate. Look at the golden hour, mate. Oh, it's bloody la, I tell ya. There's Juzzy down there. The first dunes, golden hour. It's amazing. It's beautiful. Then you realise that it's only dunes and golden hour. Then you get a little bit accustomed to it, and it's this whole thing. And yeah, but go on.
Twins are at like 22 pounds in the black truck. They're so much heavier and towing that ST5. Like, I'm actually really surprised how far they got up. Everyone back in town was telling us it's so soft out here at the moment and it's so torn up after all of the rain. They're saying the conditions out here for this Simpson crossing, everything's super soft and super hard. So we'll probably leave the travelling to early in the mornings, late afternoon, so we're not doing it right in the middle of the day when the sand's at its softest. But I'll let some air out of that.
My plan is air down, get more traction, go up again and just absolutely send it and see what happens, really.
Just give it everything. Drive it like you stole it.
Look at the
Go the Cummins. Phew. Sorry, bud. Here we go. There we go. A little bit of tire pressure. You beauty. Good. All right. All right, guys, I'm up.
It looks a bit bouncy. Let's see what happens. I'm thinking fourth A, yeah. We'll just do the same thing that Dad did. Shuffle. I gave him a good nudge. Gave it a good old.
The twins know enough not to dig into the dunes when they belly out. At the first sign of wheel spin, Christian's off the gas to minimise the impact to the trail.
Oh, that puppy.
Huh?
That's
Long.
done.
Long. When you combine both the recovery buoyants on the back of a next range, you've got 3.5 tonne there of towing capacity, so it's a bit safer. We're obviously pulling a little bit more than that, but we're not pulling the whole 3.5 tonne. We're just going to give him a bit of a tug. New ST5, not confirmed just yet. We're still just waiting on the engineering coming back out. I'm telling you that's a prototype. We're looking at 4 tonne on that thing of recovery points per side. That's what we're looking at right now, but don't go Justin said on Patriot Games. Read the marketing material. The official stuff will come out very, very soon, but we're going for bigger recovery ratings for doing stuff like this. All right, Yanni, you got me?
Good to go.
All right, Yanni, here we go. Going for it. Let your clutch out.
That's too easy, mate. Too easy.
Kinetic rope, you don't even feel it, eh?
Not at all. It feels like you instantly doubled your horsepower and put on paddle tires.
Yeah, and just got bulk traction. Yeah, I agree. All right, let's unhook, mate, and let's go find a camp, eh? Max Truck self-recovery gear. It's just our thing now, eh? We've been running it for years and years and years now. So much safer, so much lighter. You don't have to deal with shackles and pins and things getting locked up. Everything falls apart at the end of a recovery. Don't have to tie ropes together and that anymore. It's just, I don't know, that's just where it's at now. And trust this gear, and Max Truck's another Aussie company, just like Patriot Campers. What else would we use?
Spend my days out in the sun. I got nowhere to run. Yeah, so it seems.
But yes, look at us, mates. We look so gorgeous on camera. Oh yeah, mate. We ain't going out.
That's no lines on it. That's just
Yeah, no.
low line stuff.
Yeah, this thing is truly the low line monster. Pete, that's factual, mate.
I just want you to tell me, 'cause I'm lost in a game.
Got a bit tweaks, mate.
That's just how it goes when you're with me.
Cheers, boys. Cheers, boys.
Lovely.
Cheers. Cheers, boys. Well done. Yeah. Simpson.
Oh, nice. Every night. Holy shit. Hey, Jazzy. Oh, mate, look at the fly. Oh, it's up. Oh, buddy. Oh.
What is your favourite thing about rum?
I fight it.
I just want you to tell me.
Hello, buddy.
Hello, mate.
Hello, buddy.
Hello, buddy.
Morning.
Morning, buddy.
How'd you sleep?
Good, buddy.
Morning, Yanni. Nice morning in The Simpsons.
Day 2 in The Simpson, and while Justin and the twins are focused on testing the limits of the all-new ST5, this is also a chance to capture all of the imagery and video assets needed to show the world Patriot's next big thing.
Sunrise in The Simpson. The whole convoy's already on the move. We're rolling, getting the shots for the launch film. Check this out. What a country, huh?
For 7 years I waited. You buried me alive. The crying of the angel got my soul running back. Can somebody tell me why?
you feeling this morning, buddy?
Good, mate.
You feeling good, buddy?
Got me
Yeah?
Uggies on, yeah.
Yeah. We got up nice and early this morning, so we've made a little bit of headway. I think we've done, I don't know, 20 odd Ks.
Nice.
What are you doing under there, big dog?
Oh, just checking it, mate.
Just having a look, mate. How's everything looking?
Yeah, it's looking good, mate.
So the boys have been pretty much every time we stop, every couple of hours, part of the whole process that we're going through. I'm documenting everything. Come here, I'll show you something real quick. This is one of the coolest things about the ST5, and this is something that I've been fighting everybody that works with me and every supplier. Every single component that's replaceable or serviceable in the ST5 is right there. There is not a hidden fuse, a hidden pump, a hidden controller, filter, breaker, anything anywhere else inside of this trailer but there. And where that's kind of coming from, for us now with Patriot and Patriot being global, you know, servicing and warranty when you're in remote locations are a really, really, really big thing. It wrecks people's days, wrecks their trips, and we want people to go places where help is far away. We want you to be far away from everything. So if you're electrically like not all there in the head like me, this is really as simple as it gets. Now, the bigger picture vision for this thing is this whole internal door here is going to have a mat inside with every single schematic of the trailer laid out in here. So we're going to have electrical diagram, water diagram, air diagram in here. So most people will be able to troubleshoot and find issues with the trailer on their own. If they can't, if you're far away from a Patriot service centre, you could go into any general automotive mechanic. He'll have every diagram laid out here, and so he'll know exactly what to change and what to replace. So we got two Red Arc TVMS Rogues, so they're controlling all of our switching. These are all solid state switching, so no relays, no fuses. You got your two main fuses here, your 4 breakers, your 240 volt controller, your mixing valve for your water tap, your water pump, your tank switchover is in here as well, pressure relief valve down the bottom, solenoid block for your airbags, your air compressor, your 2 RGB controllers, and your Linac controller for your actuators for your roof with a reset button right on there. But what I did open this to show you, in here we're running the Hummingbird odometer as well. So what we're doing at 100 kilometre intervals, I'm recording everything that's going on underneath with the suspension. The boys have torque marked everything to do with chassis and suspension. We're inspecting welds for cracks as we go. We're inspecting bushes for wear. We're inspecting the torque marks and making sure that nothing is moving. We've got a couple of different hardness bushes that we're running for this trip. We've got 2 pairs of shocks with different valving that we're running for this trip. And we've got 3 different sway bars that we're running for this trip. So we're trying to do the visual kind of tuning now. I think I said earlier, it's, you know, when it comes to shock tuning and suspension, it is a black art. I know that much of that black art from all the off-road racing that we've been doing as, I suppose, destructive testing to see if anything's going to fail, which so far so good, fingers crossed. But the big one for me is functionality testing as well. How do we interact with the trailer? How does everything go up and down and open and close? And what are things like to use? And I've already in my phone, I've made about 20 different changes so far. Do you guys like the service module?
Yeah, it's great. Like,
That's beautiful.
Because you don't touch it, we touch it.
Yeah. So even this morning, say for example, what happened? Tell them what happened this morning with the RGB controllers.
So there's 2 RGB controllers, one for the left and one for the right, but they use a remote, a two control at both of them. But once I pressed the button, the signal only went to one of the controllers, so they were doing different things off of the same control. So I just took the power off of one, I changed the other one, I put it back in, and now they matched back up again, and I didn't have to crawl in to anywhere tight, undo a bunch of cover and panels. Like, it was really nice.
So that was one of the notes that I made this morning. So we're going to change, and I want to link both RGB controllers together so a customer doesn't run into that issue. You know what I mean? Oh, actually, while we're here, this little section's getting a bit long, but let's have a talk about this real quick. So this is where you keep all of your bulk goods in here. We've just brought a little 1 kVA generator just in case. 800 watts of solar on board, so we should never use that and should never need to put it in. We've got the Starlink with us for backup for safety. I've got pots and pans. 460 amp hours of lithium battery. Standard with this thing is behind this cover panel here. You've got the new Red Arc Alpha. We're only going with the 50 amp as standard. The reason for that is, I see with 460 amp hours, 50 amps is sufficient. We've got 800 watts of solar. You can only pull 50 amps from the car unless you go and put in a 100 amp Anderson plug with stupid size cables, which I don't foresee many people with a trailer this size are going to do. If you had a big caravan, you'd probably do that. And then you've got your inverter behind that as well, but I'll show you the access to the inverter when we go inside a little bit later on. Sorry, mate. You good?
Thanks, mate.
Chuck that back in. We're going to get over a couple of dunes here, and then we're going to pull up and we'll make some brekkie, and I'll show you guys the kitchen and some of the cool things that are going on in the kitchen there.
Done.
Yeah, how good's the induction?
Oh, it's great.
Oh, all right.
So easy.
We'll keep moving. Stay in the rush, mate. Stay in the rush. Keep going. Really good. Keep going, keep going, keep going.
Years of off-road racing has inspired the design of the ST5 suspension. So Justin's keen to see how the new design, dubbed Trinamic, reacts to the bumps and whoops. But there's no sense in missing the most important meal of the day.
Yanni, you copy, mate?
Got you, mate.
What do you reckon? A little bit of brekkie?
Oh, I think that is very, very tempting.
Well, it's 9 o'clock, so are we doing brekkie or are we doing lunch? Because I'm thinking we can do bacon and egg sandwiches, or we could do steak sandwiches.
Or we could do pancakes.
Oh, we could do... No, let's leave pancakes for another morning. I feel like an actual proper feed this morning, I'm thinking.
Well, I'm more veering to the size of steak sandwiches, and Ashton's veering to the size of bacon and eggs.
All right, let's get out the car. What do you reckon? We'll just pull up here. Do you want to just come across me so we got the kitchens together? Actually, you pull in. I'll come around and I'll pull up beside you. Let's get some brekkie going.
Copy that, mate.
All right, set up for brekkie. Come around the back. I'll talk about real quick why we've gone with rear access into the trailer and we haven't gone side access like how you would typically say a caravan, I suppose. One thing I've noticed, I've started doing a lot more trips with friends of mine that have caravans, and one thing I've really noticed with the caravans, which annoys the hell out of me, for me, it's being out here is all about the kitchen, right? It's all about meal time, sitting around the fire. It always has been. That's always been Patriot's thing, and we nailed the L-shaped kitchen in the X-Range right from the start. What I found is when you've got a big congregation of people that are kind of going on here, and there's chairs set around and there's kids playing and all the rest of it, with a caravan, when people are going in and out of it, I notice like constantly, mate, can you move your chair? Can you move this? Kids, can you get your stuff out of there? You create two different living spaces. This becomes the main kind of living area where everyone hangs out, and the access in and out of the Supertourer is, it's on its own thing. It's kind of a little bit removed. So I always wanted the rear access for everything that we did, because I think that it like I said, it creates those two different living spaces. The other thing that it does at the back is obviously when you lift up the rear door, you get instant shelter. So the main entrance is covered. You don't have to set anything up. You don't have to set the awning up. If you've got bad weather, or if you want to be out of the sun, it's literally just open the door and you've got that coverage. We've got the XO rack on the top, on the roof, but we've also got it on the rear. Max tracks, jerry cans, you see we've got a multi-table like firewood storage area, shovels, all that sort of stuff. You can mount whatever accessories you want. Rhino racks now, the amount of accessories that these guys do is just absolutely insane. So you can really get whatever you want. Now at the back here, you can see this storage area, like I was just saying, instant coverage, instant shelter. I'll drop down the staircase. That's it, that's your overnight setup done. You'd push the button, lift the roof up, and you're good to go, which I'll run you through a little bit later on. Rear pods, so there's pod storage in the back. You've got your switch controllers here for your airbags, left and right. You've got your awning operation, and you've also got your roof operation. In the production models, I'm going to move the main TVMS to the back here. I'm finding that it's like, oh, I need to turn the light on, then I need to go around and open that door. So I'm going to have that up in here. You'll see that when they go into production. Got a bar area in the back. Again, this is the prototype first aid kit. I've got one of them in every one of the cars. When we go into production, this one will have the stainless steel bench top as well, and there's a bottle rack accessory mounted there too. And it's as silly as it sounds, bottles of wine, bottles of rum, you know, bottles of Jack. They're just one of those awkward things that are hard to carry when you're off-road, so it's going to have really nice storage here. Big storage area there, storage area there. And then at the back here, we've got this little shoe locker, we've called it. Bang your shoes in there before you go to bed, or you can use it for whatever you like. So the rear of this is really cool. Now you can see what the seals are doing. They're doing their job here. We're probably going to talk about in just a minute, because I'm going to get the boys while we're here having breakfast. We're going to clean out all the air filters. Dust suppression in anything that you're towing, I'll hit it dead on the head. Anybody who says that their caravan or camper trailer doesn't leak dust is a liar. It's just that simple. What you put the things through in those conditions, where like you saw yesterday, we're in that talcum powder stuff. There's so many entry points of water hoses and cabling and air conditioning and heating and all the rest of it. It is impossible to claim that you're completely dust proof, right? But what we all try and do as manufacturers is limit the amount of dust as much as possible. I got in this thing last night. I haven't cleaned any of this out. Well, we've had the bed fall out, but whatever. Just the mattress has just come off the kids' bunk. But the dust inside this thing, I am so impressed with what we've put it through. You can see where the seal goes around here. Look at all the dust on the outside of the seal, but then on the inside there's nothing. And that's to do with that pressurization, which I'll talk you through in just a sec. Airbag leveling, another really cool feature we've done with this. With the X range of trailers, you've got airbags. You can go left and right, level them up and level them down. You never really know where you're actually at level. So with Airbag Man on this one, we've got level sensors in the trailing arms. So you can see here on the left and on the right, if I go down on the left, you can see the level gauge coming all the way down. Now when I come back up, you'll hear the compressor kick back in. You got 250 millimeters of travel too, so you can level this thing on absolutely anything. We'll get a bit more into the suspension later on. I can see here I've got an indicator left or right. I can see exactly where my ride height needs to be and when I'm going to be level. So that's a really, really cool thing. Now coming around the side, Patriot staple, your wet storage boxes. You can jam whatever you want in there, rubbish, bits of whatever. You've also got access there to your actuators in case of maintenance or any of those sorts of things. You guys gonna give me a hand or what? Yeah. Come on, get in here. Let's go through it. Kitchen. You guys want to get on the barbie? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. Why don't you guys set up the barbie? Steak sandwiches. Is that what we've decided? Yep. Yeah. That's what we're doing. Coming through the kitchen area, we've just borrowed it straight from the X range. The X range kitchen, it works unbelievably. It always has and continues to do so. But you've just got so much more storage. We're running a group of 5. We've got the X2 with us as well, so that's got a bit of gear in it, but I can't fill it. You'll see the rear pods, I've got nothing in it. I can't fill this thing up for what I'm doing on this trip. Let me run you through real quick. I'm saying there's this huge trend that's going on at the moment with all the other manufacturers seem to be doing that big open door and that side kitchen there, which I think looks amazing, looks unbelievable, and I think in the right circumstances it works. The reason why we haven't gone that way, and a really good mate of mine, he's like, mate, you got to do the kitchen this way. I find when you've got that massive storage area, and I've got a couple of friends that have got some of those brand vans, you end up with a stove inside here and a sink right beside it. Now, when you got 2 pots on the stove and you want to use the sink, where do you cut where do you prepare all of your food? Like there's no bench space. There's zero bench space. And the other problem that I see with that is it takes away all that storage area as well. You end up with this massive height here with a stove and a sink inside there, and there's nowhere to store anything. Yeah, you can get soft boxes and you can put stuff in soft boxes and put it on top there. But then when you get to a situation like this, what would I do with the soft box? Pull it out and put it in the dirt? It's subjective, right? But for us, the layout is about the utilisation of space, the best that you can to pack things in for off-road touring. If you're on the blacktop, that other style, yeah, it'll probably work. You come out here and put a couple of storage boxes on top of there, you're going to destroy anything that's inside there. So we try and compartmentalize everything that we do in our design, so everything has a home, everything has a location, and there's no opportunity for things to bang around. And the X2, we've put 2 cartons of eggs into one of the big steel storage boxes in the back. We've lost both of those cartons of eggs. There is egg everywhere in the back of it, which I'm going to clean up straight after this. And that is my perfect analogy on why we've done it this way. You got 3 compartments here. You got the main compartment. You can pull this one all out together. This is specifically designed for an espresso machine, but you can put whatever you like. In this storage compartment here, you can slide the top over as well, so you get access for pots. In the top, plates or whatever, I've got plates in here. And then in the bottom compartment, you've got a Kinetic induction cooktop, twin burner cooktop. Not ideal having stuff behind there when you've got 2 pots on there, but that's the compromise, right? So before I start, I'll grab out what I want, put on the bench, slide the cooktop out, put my pots and pans on, and we're good to go, yeah? In the side here, you can store whatever you like, and then you've got handy little storage here right beside the charging points. If I want to put an iPad on charge there, have my iPhone, camera gear charging, whatever. 240 volt, obviously 110 in the US. And this is the one of the Rogue displays. There's another one inside. They both link together, so you can control inside from outside, outside from inside. But this one here, like I said, for the production models, I'm going to put it around the back. I think that's a much better position for it. When it comes to the kitchen, that'll look familiar to everybody who knows Patriot campers. Cutlery drawer at the bottom here, another drawer at the top. This is really quite clever. Can you just unlatch that for me? Again, being a prototype, we've just got a latch on this, but we're working on a detent system for the top, so this will just lock itself in. I can slide this backwards, access this side of the pantry, or I can slide it forwards, access this side of the pantry. Again, what we found, if I'm cooking or me and Sarah are in here, we're using the kitchen, this is a whole nother bench space. If I need to get something out of the pantry, I can just slide the thing forward, grab out what I need, slide it back. Now, inside the pantry, you've got division. Again, talking about that compartmentalization. You've got all of these dividers that you can arrange however you like for whatever you're carrying. You've got little ones there, salt and pepper. So I think that's a pretty ingenious little design. Tea towel holder on the side here, Sarah's thing. So I'll do it for you, babe, even though you're not here. So you chuck that in there, your tea towel holder, hang your garbage bag off, all that sort of stuff. Then coming over to this side, 95 litre fridge. It is just massive. Got an opening from this side, again, you don't have to reach over. Little bit of a walk around to get stuff out of the fridge, but again, it is what it is. That's the compromise, twin 95 litre. Then we've got another storage, another shelf in here, another food prep area, and that is for the barbecue side. So when you're over here, this is normally me, this is my jam on this side, or it's going to be you two for this morning. And then we've got even more storage. Again, this is in prototype phase at the moment, but we've got all these hooks on the top, so all your barbecue utensils, that was one thing that annoyed me. All my barbecue stuff goes in the front box with my tools currently in the X range, but I'm going to keep all the tools there. Barbecue equipment here, got a big bench here, big bench there, barbecue going. Sarah's got ample space on that side. It just works. Like, for as many people as you wanted to accommodate cooking for, I think this kitchen is, I think we've nailed it once again. Limited use with it. There's a couple of things that you might see that'll change by the time we go into production, but I'm just stoked with it. Oh, another really cool thing here. Australian manufactured windows from an Australian supplier. This window slides open and the fly screen pops out. So if you're inside in the morning, if I'm cooking anything, coffees, whatever, you got a full pass through there, straight inside. So I seem a little bit excited.
There's a lot of bench. There's a lot of bench going on here.
Well, it's like, what, I don't know, you guys probably don't get it just right now, but is it not about the meal time when we're out here doing this stuff?
Yeah, it is. Like,
it always has been, eh?
Honestly, when you're at camp and you're out of service, so the only thing that you do is sit down around the fire and talk, or you cook food. That's literally the only.
Or you drive till 2 in the morning.
Yeah, but if
recovering and winching and that
or
sort
beers.
of stuff. Huh?
Yeah. Or beers.
Or beers. Just sitting around. Look, it's all about the meal time. It always has been. Internal cooking for the products that we produce and the lifestyle we promote, we're not about that, you know what I mean? I wouldn't, and I said it in one of my first videos, I think on one of the X ranges, I wouldn't cook sausages in my bedroom at home. Why would I do it when I'm out camping? You know, it's, yeah, when the weather's right, you got 240 volt inside, you can run a little induction plate inside, you can run a jet ball inside, you got plenty of space to do that. But it's not what this thing's all about. You know, this thing is about this. It's about being outside. It's about being in the elements. You know, that awning, we'll pull it out a little bit later on the trip. That awning goes out to like way out here, covers this whole entire area, or you can do it in quick mode and put it back there. But it's, I don't know, I think we've nailed the kitchen again.
Yeah, it's good.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I would say so. Is anyone hungry?
Yeah, can
Yes,
we eat
yes.
now?
Can
Am
we,
I
like,
talking
not
too much?
Maybe.
talk anymore? Like, let's just cook some food, please.
Yeah, I won't be talking a bit much. Well, for those of you who have tuned in to see a supercharged Gladiator on 40s or a big stupid GU Patrol on 37s braking stuff, it's probably not the episode.
This isn't the episode. Whatever.
Yeah, I'm a little bit proud of what we've done. Anyway,
Never.
let's get into it. You guys on the barbie, get the steaks out of here, get that cooked. I'll get some onions cooking over here. I'll do the bread and stuff, and let's have a feed and get this camera crew fed too, eh?
Done.
Yeah? Done.
That smells delicioso.
Keep talking sweet, keep sugar on, baby. I got you good, I got you sweet.
Like flame grilled.
My baby knows
How's your onions going?
what I'm all about. My baby knows, my baby knows.
Which one's got sriracha?
Which one doesn't? Oh wow. That's really good.
That's pretty good.
Wow,
No, no.
Nice food. Wow, made to cook first with. Did you put onions on?
What I want, baby knows just how I'm feeling now. You got
All right, there we go. Breakfast done. I think we've nailed the kitchen. There's so much going on, especially with these two master chefs over there. Yanni, you've done a pretty good job. I like it. Kitchen height, you see, or drop the airbags, so you can get the kitchen height to wherever you want. If you're working at the sink, you're working at the bench, just go up and down the bags. It's super easy. But so far, so good with the ST5.
I may be here, I may be there, I may be gone, baby.
Real quick, Ashton's, I just want to talk about something else. I want to just go back to what I was saying about that dust suppression before. We've got two filtration systems. What's happened in this thing? This thing's really clever. This is something, the filtration system we developed 6 or 7 years ago for the X range of camper trailers. Now, when I said before, you know, anybody who says the trailer doesn't leak is a lie. You know, that's obviously a little bit harsh. In the right conditions, you know, like that real talcum powdery or that silt, there's really not a lot you can do about it. You'll always get a very, very fine residue of dust that'll find its way in through somewhere. It just happens. But what we do is we limit this by, we've got 4 filters in the front. As you're driving down the road, you can see this little scoop here. Forces air into here, air's getting forced into here. 2 of the filters at the bottom will pressurize this kitchen box. And what that pressurization does is it creates a positive pressure inside and puts pressure on the back of the seals. So any dust that tries to get past the seals will be forced out by the air. The 2 filters that are on the top, they do the main cabin, so they do your bedroom, and they're forcing air through the bedroom. We've got a grate in the rear door, so that air pressurizes inside, goes through the grate in the rear door and pressurizes the inside of that pod as well. Generally speaking, when you do have dust problems, it's caused by something. You've torn a seal, you've got something that's wedged inside of a seal, you've got something that's not sealing. But I'll give you a little tip for anybody, it doesn't matter what brand of trailer that you have, Vaseline is your best friend. When you're in that real fine, that real silty stuff, inside of that rubber, I'll normally, and I didn't bring any this trip, I'll normally carry one of those little tubs of Vas, and I'll just put a smear around the seal, and that stops all that really super, super fine particles. These filters are really readily available. You can get them from any lawnmower shop, but what Ashton's doing right now is just popping the filters out after that trip that we had in, blowing everything out. It's got a bit of residue on there, putting them back in. We've also got water drains at the bottom in the P-core filtration system. So when you're driving in the rain, any water that comes in here and hits the filter goes in the drain and goes straight out to the bottom of the trailer. So really, really clever system. Pressurization of the cab is just one of those things that will help the situation of any dust ingress. And so far, this thing it's right on point. It's one of the things I've been worried about because this design is so complex. There is so much that's entering through the floor specifically. Like I said, heating, air conditioning, water. There's all of those sorts of things, and I think the team's nailed it.
As testing continues, the crew are monitoring every aspect of the ST5 and how it's reacting to Australia's harsh desert landscape. And capturing it all on film ain't just for YouTube.
What have you found, Yanni?
Yeah, this doesn't look very fun.
What is it?
Unavoidable water.
Oh, in the desert.
And mud.
I think we know from that last season that water in the desert doesn't go good.
At all.
Yeah, a wet Simpson is not a good Simpson.
Alright, I'm gonna nudge up and see if I can see what's going on.
Oh yeah, there's some water.
Yep.
I said we send the ram in first just to see how hard it is. I would say it'd have a pretty
Decent base on it, but we would just like to find out.
It'll be fine, mate. You gotta get across it anyway. Recovery will make good. I'm behind you anyway, mate. I can pull you back.
We're just trying to see what's the least soft section. I'm thinking these tracks look very new, so I'd say that this would be the best line, but yeah, just kind of having to feel out and see what happens. I'd go the left, there's the freshest tracks here.
Alright, you only give it a crack, Russ.
Let's see, eh?
Oh, I see. You're gonna go left of those poles. Yeah, you should be right, mate.
Yeah, should be fine. Solid as.
Yeah, that looks solid as.
Yeah, I'm just thinking back to the last time we were in the Simpson.
Yeah, that was nasty.
You are all good to go now. Yeah.
Yeah, look, dude, he's so spiky. Yeah,
Well, the beauty.
just make sure he doesn't, because if he bites, he'll hurt. Get him around the neck.
Oh, good.
Just grab him.
Fucking bite. A dinosaur.
Good spotting, dude.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Should we take him home for your sister?
No.
Dude, he is so spiky.
Look at him though, he's a beauty.
We haven't seen, that's the first
Yeah.
probably animal I've seen
Yeah.
out here.
Other than birds.
Nothing, just
Yeah.
birds. That's it. But he's pretty cool, like.
Yeah.
I reckon we should get a photo of him on the black truck. Here, come on, you want him?
Oh, I'm good. I don't want to touch the spike. You
Yeah.
are, but it's...
Aussies!
Hello, buddy.
There you go, buddy. Yeah, buddy.
He's hugging it now.
That's what you want to be. He's like, oh, get that big bearded guy away from me. Oh.
Maybe
we
put him
should put
on the ground.
And we now see the wild lizard in its natural habitat. Perch. Unless we come back.
Stop talking, it's small.
It's small. Small. Still there.
I hope he bites you, dude. He should go up the tree. Normally they go straight up him.
Yeah.
Oh, look at him staunching you out.
Bye, bros.
What's going on, boys? Film in.
Filming.
What are you filming? What's down there, though?
Oh, come on,
Cheeky baby. Out here in the Simpson, the boys are working. We're kind of working too, a little bit. Look at that thing. Oh my god. Oh yes, this is where it's at. That ain't living, Barry.
Watch out, man.
All right, gear comparison.
Gear up.
What do you reckon? I reckon that whole rig there, call it what, $8 grand?
No.
10? So 10? $400 off marketplace. All right, here we go. Going. Oh, let's have a look. Who's got it? Who's got it? Yeah, I don't know. I reckon the light on the Osmo's looking pretty good. Yeah. I reckon Al's got you, Yanni. Sorry. Nah, he's definitely got you. Sorry, boss. You get what you pay for, mate.
Keep going.
shit.
The testing run across the Simpson has taught Justin and the twins a lot about the ST5, and they've decided to send the camera crew home and spend a few nights off camera and off the grid.
That's a wrap, boys. You. Well done, boys. Yanni, you're up. Ash, come on. Simpson shoot is over. Yeah, Yanni. Good boy. 9 beers. Yeah, the boys. ST5 is now a thing. Look out for the reveal video.
Patriot have decided to reveal the ST5 to a select group of Patriot owners and industry friends, and the boys will literally roll into Patriot HQ on the Gold Coast just hours before the red carpet is rolled out.
You get me like no one before. Yeah. You don't need me, but you want me more and more. Something I adore, and I know, I'm sure.
It's going to be a very, very exciting moment.
So just go stay.
Please welcome to the stage the founder and CEO of Patriot Campers,
And this is what the past 10 years of Patriot Campers has really come down to today. Because for me, what we're going to show you tonight is perfect. In my eyes, it's perfect. For me, it's perfect. This thing has just got back from the Simpson Desert on its first shakedown test. So we took it on a 4,000 kilometre test to what I think is the hardest proving ground in Australia for trailers. There is nowhere that beats on a camper trailer like the Simpson Desert. So here it is, the brand new Patriot Campers ST5. Don't tell me that's not a Patriot camper, right? That is definitively a Patriot camper. You cannot mistake the profile of that product right there. 5.2 metres long, still fits in your garage, 2 metres wide, 2.1 metres high, and our aimed tear weight of 1,700 kilos. The requirement for the suspension travel in the trailer is obviously critical to the ride characteristics of the trailer. You know, when you're crossing the Simpson, you hear that da-donk, da-donk on your tow bar. Yeah, I see everybody who's been to the Simpson nodding their head. We've very much focused on this suspension system on making it as light as possible. We want the wheel to be as light as possible to give the shock the ability to do its job as best as possible. But currently, it's like nothing else that is offered on the market. It is a engineering feat. It is a job that we were told could not be done in a trailer, but we've done it. I often get from Sarah, and I get it from Sarah a lot with our travels, and especially international, what are you taking a photo of that for? Well, a photo of a couch, or a photo of a window, or a photo of a drawer in a kitchen. And I've been doing that for a very, very long time. The interior of this thing is like nothing else on the market. It really, genuinely, when you get in there, I want you to really understand the effort that has gone into creating this space. I did not want this product in any way, shape or form to feel like a tent. I was on a good mate of mine's boat up at Hamilton Island probably about 18 odd months ago. Early in the morning, sun was coming up, and I've like opened my eyes and there was this beautiful porthole right beside the bed. And I'm looking out this porthole and this whale just comes cruising past. And I'm lying in bed looking out this porthole, whales flapping around out there. The other side of the bedroom had this massive panoramic window, like huge, like the whole side of the bedroom was all glass, but it didn't have the same feel. It didn't have the comfort you get when you're inside a swag. I want it to feel safe. I want it to feel that you're not sleeping in the canvas. When you see the bench tops, the colours, the fabrics that we've chosen, the lining on the floor, it's out of this world. And I genuinely think that the space just cannot be improved inside of this trailer. Everything is exactly where you would expect it to be. We have the ability in here, we have 2 floors inside of the bathroom, and I was testing it, there's soap everywhere, I'm spraying the hose everywhere, wetting all the walls, making sure that water went absolutely everywhere that it possibly could, stepped out of it, folded the hatch over, and it's just completely dry in there. Pocket sliding door, you don't have any swinging doors inside, so if you've got traffic, if your missus is passing past you, you're coming in and out of the bathroom, the segregation of the levels on the internal floor, I think you're getting the gist of it. Once you get inside, you'll be blown away. To all the owners, all the Patriot owners that are here tonight, once again, I want to applaud all of you guys. Big round of applause for having the faith that you guys have had over the years in the brand, and obviously ensuring that we were pushing the boundaries of what was possible with Australian manufacturing. The next team, I want to thank my engineering team. A few of the boys are here down the back. The pressure that I put onto these guys is it's intense. Together, collaboratively, we do push the limits of what's possible, and I've never been so proud of anything that we've created. So, boys, thank you very much. Massive, massive round of applause. The team that never say no to me, the guys in production that are here tonight, the A-team, my A-team, the guys that do the 20-hour days, day after day, the guys that come in on Saturdays and miss kids' football team. A big round of applause. You know who you are. And obviously, lastly, before we get into it, the people that probably wear the brunt of my drive and you know what pushes me on a daily basis is my family, my wife and my 3 kids. Behind the scenes, the whole family is involved in this thing. This is not one person standing up here. I'm the face behind the brand, but the sacrifices that the family makes to create products like this and follow me everywhere that I lead them. It wouldn't be possible without the support. So a big round of applause for the family. Any questions that you want to fire?
When do I get mine?
Yeah, it's coming. It's big round of applause for this man right here. The testing and the drive for the design behind this and the consistent drive That suspension would not be under that trailer if it wasn't for him, because I almost threw the towel in on it. And Dad is like, not good enough. I won't buy it. I don't want one. If you don't do it, that's what I want. Please go and have a look at it, enjoy it. And thank you very much, guys. Appreciate it.
Tonight has been absolutely amazing. Just seeing the congregation of all the people who have helped to build the ST5 and make it really come into life, and seeing all of the owners' opinions on it and how much they like it just makes it all worth it. As always, Dad and the team have absolutely knocked this out of the park, and yeah, we're just very happy to let everyone here have a look at the new ST5.
It's been such a good night, and seeing all of the owners' reactions to the ST5 after all the hard work and effort that's been put into it, I just don't think it could have gone any better, and I can't wait for this thing to get launched and let everyone see it.